The little princess learns to accept imperfection. Once upon a time, in the sparkling kingdom of Glimmerstone, there lived a little princess named Bella. Bella had golden hair that shone like sunlight and eyes as bright as morning dew. She loved wearing glittery dresses, dancing in the palace halls, and arranging everything in her room so it looked just right. Bella's favorite word was perfect. Her crown had to sit perfectly straight. Her dolls had to stand in perfect rows. Her drawings had to have perfect colors inside the lines. If something wasn't perfect, Bella's tiny eyebrows would crinkle, and she would sigh the biggest sigh.
Why can't things be just perfect?
She often asked. Chapter 1. The Wobbly Cake. One sunny afternoon, Bella decided to help the royal baker, Mr. Crumble, prepare a strawberry cake for the Queen's tea party.
Don't worry, Mr. Crumble.
Bella said, puffing her chest proudly.
I will make the perfect cake for Mama.
She mixed flour, sugar, and eggs. She carefully measured every spoonful. She even whispered,
Be perfect, little cake,
before putting it in the oven. When the timer dinged, Bella opened the oven door. But oh dear, the cake was a little wobbly on one side.
It's crooked. This cake isn't perfect at all.
Bella gasped. She felt her eyes sting with tears.
We must throw it away.
But Mr. Crumble gently shook his head.
Princess Bella, sometimes cakes don't rise perfectly straight. But you know what matters? How it tastes and the love baked inside.
Bella frowned.
But Mama deserves the perfect cake.
Mr. Crumble sliced the cake and offered Bella a bite. The sponge was soft, the strawberries were sweet, and the cream melted on her tongue. Bella's frown slowly melted too.
Well, it does taste yummy.
Mr. Crumble chuckled.
See, my dear, imperfect can still be wonderful.
Bella didn't say anything, but a tiny thought tickled her mind. Maybe things don't have to look perfect to be good. Chapter 2. The Painting Party. The next day, Bella's best friends, the palace children, came over for a painting party in the royal garden. Bella laid out paints, brushes, and papers.
Let's make perfect rainbows,
she declared. Her friend Daisy dipped her brush in blue paint and giggled as it splashed outside the paper.
Oops, my rainbow has a smudge.
Max painted his rainbow upside down.
Mine looks like a smiley face instead.
Soon, all the children's paintings looked wild and funny swirls, dots, and colors all mixed together. But Bella, she sat with her paintbrush, carefully making every line neat. When she finished, her rainbow was straight, smooth, and perfect. She held it up proudly.
Look at mine,
Bella announced. The children peeked at her picture, then looked back at their own. Daisy giggled.
Yours is so neat, Bella, but I like mine too. It looks like a rainbow swimming in the sky.
Max added.
Mine makes me laugh every time I look at it.
Bella tilted her head. Their paintings weren't neat or perfect, but they were full of fun and joy. Suddenly, Bella noticed her rainbow looked a little plain. Beautiful, yes, but it didn't make her laugh or smile the way theirs did.
Maybe perfect isn't the only way to be special,
Bella whispered. And for the very first time, she dipped her brush into the paint and splattered some yellow stars across her neat rainbow. She giggled.
Oops, maybe accidents can be fun.
Chapter 3. The Royal Dance. A week later, the kingdom held a grand ball. Bella practiced her dance for days. She wanted every twirl, every step, every curtsy to be perfect. The music began, and Bella danced in front of the crowd. Step, twirl, curtsy, everything was going wonderfully. Until her tiny slipper slipped. Thud! She landed on her bottom in the middle of the floor. Gasps filled the ballroom. Bella's cheeks burned red.
Oh no, I ruined everything.
But before she could cry, the queen hurried to her side.
Bella, my dear, are you hurt?
Bella shook her head.
No, Mama, but my dance was ruined. It wasn't perfect.
The queen hugged her gently.
Sweetheart, perfection isn't what makes people smile. Look around.
Bella looked. The guests were smiling warmly, clapping their hands. Some children were even giggling, not out of meanness, but because they thought her fall looked funny in a sweet way. The queen whispered,
They don't love you because you're perfect, Bella. They love you because you are you.
Bella blinked. She stood up, took a deep breath, and instead of running away, she twirled again, this time with a silly wiggle at the end. Everyone laughed and clapped louder than before. Bella laughed too.
I guess falling can be part of the dance.
Chapter 4. The Rainy Day. One morning, Bella woke up excited for the royal picnic. She wore her prettiest dress, polished her shoes, and arranged her basket with perfectly folded napkins. But as soon as she stepped outside, plip-plop, raindrops splashed on her nose. Soon the sky turned gray, and rain poured down. The picnic was ruined. Bella stomped her foot.
This day is completely imperfect.
But her nanny, Miss Tulip, handed her a little umbrella.
Princess, sometimes imperfect days hold the most fun surprises.
Bella didn't believe her until she saw frogs hopping happily in the puddles, raindrops making little music on the roof, and the rainbow that peeked through the clouds after the storm. Bella couldn't resist. She kicked off her shoes and jumped in a puddle. Splash! Mud splattered her dress, and she squealed with laughter. Her picnic wasn't perfect. Her dress wasn't perfect. But her heart felt perfectly happy. Chapter 5. The Lesson of the Cracked Crown. One evening, Bella found her crown lying on the floor. It had a tiny crack on the side.
Oh no! My crown is broken. I can't be a proper princess without a perfect crown.
She cried. She ran to the king.
Papa, we must make a new one.
But the king shook his head gently.
Bella, do you know what the crack shows?
Bella sniffled.
That my crown is ruined?
The king smiled and placed the crown on her head.
No, my love. It shows that this crown has lived and been part of your adventures. Imperfections tell a story. This little crack is part of your crown's journey, just like your wobbly cake, your messy painting, your funny dance, and your muddy picnic.
Bella touched the crack carefully. For the first time, she didn't see it as ugly. She saw it as a reminder that life doesn't need to be perfect to be beautiful.
Maybe I don't need to be perfect either.
The king kissed her forehead.
You are already perfect in the most important way, perfectly yourself.
Epilogue. Perfectly imperfect. From that day on, Princess Bella still liked neat dresses and pretty crowns. But she no longer cried if her cake wobbled, if her rainbow smudged, or if her slipper slipped. When something went wrong, she laughed and whispered,
"It's okay. Perfect isn't everything."
She even taught the whole kingdom a new motto.
Imperfection makes life sparkle.
And so, Bella grew into a wise and joyful princess, one who knew that sometimes the crooked cakes, the silly paintings, and the rainy days were the most magical of all. Because happiness doesn't live in perfection. It lives in the laughter, love, and little surprises along the way. And every night before bed, Bella would place her cracked crown on her nightstand, smile, and say,
Today was perfect.